Finding job is never easy, irrespective of whether you are looking for a part-time job, full-time job, or a remote job. However, today I have example where one of our candidate had managed to find a job directly from India from a UK employer, and it's a remote job. So let me introduce you to Jigar, where he'll be sharing his journey and his story to inspire you guys. Hi Jigar, welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, so Jigar, please introduce yourself to our audience.
So basically, I'm an ethical hacker, come penetration tester, come security consultant or cybersecurity consultant, whatever you want to name me. So I have 3.5 years of experience, and uh, I have done my graduation from UK, MSc in ethical hacking and cybersecurity,
Mhm.
and, and that's pretty much me.
Okay, so you did your studies in the UK and then you moved back to India?
Yes, I did move back to India because
Okay,
of lack of experience. I had to move back to India.
okay. So, Jigar, from your Instagram message, I realized that you have landed a remote job from a UK employer sitting in India. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so how did you find a remote job or work from home job from a UK employer?
So I was looking for more of a on-site job, but luckily this company they were working on a hybrid model, and they offered me a remote job as of now, with an opportunity to move to on-site maybe at a later stage in my career.
Okay, and how did you find this job? Did you use LinkedIn or the job site or what other job sites?
Generally, I use LinkedIn and Indeed for my job search, but there are also other platforms like Reed or TechnoJobs. But I prefer more finding jobs from my university portal and also from alumni from the university. Like they do post on Discord and Facebook uh, pages. So from there, I only apply.
Okay. And while applying for a job, so your focus was finding a full-time job in the UK, right? But you landed a remote job.
Yes.
Okay. So finding a job through LinkedIn, it's very difficult to identify which company sponsors visa versus which doesn't. So how did you handle that?
So I do not look directly into who sponsors or who does not sponsor. I apply to all of the companies, but I do keep in mind who do sponsor.
Mhm.
Like company which I've started working at, they used to sponsor previously, but now they are not in the sponsor list.
Mhm.
I guess because their demerger from another company, which was part of the sponsor list. I think because of that, they do not sponsor anymore.
Oh, okay. Okay. So how long you had been looking for a job in the UK?
Since I left UK, or even though when I was in UK in 2016 and 17, from there only I started looking for jobs.
Okay. So it's been a long journey then for you.
Yeah, it has been because initially, since I did not have experience, I was getting many rejections.
Mhm.
But then I contacted different recruiters as well. They told me that at least 2 years of experience is mandatory, even though my like the profession in which I was looking for a job, that is within occupation like skill shortage list,
Yes.
occupation skill shortage, basically. But still, 2 years of experience is mandatory, or else there are industry level certifications which are required by companies in order to show my skill set to the government.
Yeah, true. And Jigar, if you don't mind, do you mind sharing the name of those agencies you came through while searching?
I do not remember the agency name, but I do remember one or the two consultants' name. One was Paul Charles, with whom I had a direct call when I was in UK. So he
Okay.
guided me through that phase.
Okay. Okay. And I hope I can use his name in the video description so that people can reach out for cybersecurity if he's the one who is looking for cybersecurity guys, right?
Yes, he is the one for cybersecurity.
Okay. So during your job search, what kind of your failure lessons you learned?
First of all, was lack of experience. Like, even though I'd researched before going to UK that experience is required, I thought that since my occupation is in skill shortage list, I might land a job, but that was not the case. Secondly, I did manage to get a job while I was in UK,
Mhm.
but the issue that the company was a startup company, so they could not provide me work until and unless they had funds. but they were ready to sponsor me. So I did manage to bring a conditional offer letter from them, but later on they did not get sufficient funds and I could not get the job. So I had to search job in India.
Okay. So, any kind of interview tips do you want to help others with?
It has to be very simple because most of it is in cybersecurity is talent based rather than luck based.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you're applying from India and you have 3 years of experience plus at least one certification in your hand, people will entertain your requests and then interviews will fall. Like this year only, I had at least 3 companies who had approached me for interviews. One of which I had been to the last round, but then I was not selected because the other candidate who got selected had 1 year more experience than me.
Mhm.
The second one, they were looking for more, like again the same case that they were requiring more experience than mine, since I was only 3 years and they were like 4 or 5 years of experience. But the third one, they had multiple vacancies, so it was easier for me to get through.
Right. Yeah. So I'm not surprised with that because, as you know, UK is an experience-based market. The more experience you have better chances to land a job for yourself. Yeah.
Right.
So, Jigar, before applying for job, did you kind of change your CV to the UK format, and did you use cover letter at all?
Cover letter is not required for our field, to be honest,
Mhm.
because most of the places I've applied, cover letter is not at all required.
Mhm.
I mean, if people want, they can make, but there are very less companies who would make it mandatory for them to use a cover letter.
Mhm.
And in terms of CV, so initially I used to use a CV which I created while I was in university, but that was not that much helpful. So I changed to another CV, one page CV. Um, it was like there's a website called Novo Resume. So one of my friends who works in Europe, he suggested me that,
Mhm.
and I used that CV only, both in India market, US market, UK market, and European market,
Okay.
and it is very much good. Like everywhere, it is accepted.
Okay. So Jigar, are you aware of any vacant role where you can refer people either in your company or somewhere else?
Yes, I know multiple companies within UK and Europe where I can like guide people to apply there, and they recruit year round, so no issues. Like people can get if they have sufficient experience.
Okay. So how can people reach out to you?
LinkedIn, or they can even like reach out Instagram or wherever they want to. Like I do one-to-one sessions with people as well, like who are looking for going to study or do work.
Okay.
And
Thank you very much. It will be really helpful. So I'll be leaving your LinkedIn and also your Instagram ID if people want to reach out to you for some help. Okay.
yeah, sure.
So thank you very much for doing this interview, Jigar. Is there anything else you want to add? Any tip before we wrap this video?
Just keep trying and it will follow. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much for such a short and crisp video, Jigar. Thank you very much and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video, and thank you to Jigar for doing this video. And I hope this is going to help everyone and anyone who's looking for a job in the UK market. I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.